install from that accent wall. And guess what? Our chairs have finally arrived. I'm going to just put these legs, and these chairs are super easy to install. Literally, we plop them out of the boxes, and this is all you need to do. Literally, there's just it's not 2 steps, there's 4 steps, but you have to do the 4 steps twice, right? But all you have to do is just add the legs. That's it. You add 1 leg on one side, 1 leg on the other side. There are 2 legs here. That's all you have to do. And they give you the 4-step process right here. I've already done it for one of them. I'm going to be doing it for this one. I figured I'd show you guys how easy it was to just assemble and put together. And you get all the tools that you actually need in here. So let's get started. All right, so let me open this up. Oh. All right, I tried the normal way. Okay, so it comes with, I believe it's 7 screws, but you only need 6, so they give you an extra one. And if you're using both, if you're doing it for both, you're gonna have 2 extras. Let me move this chair. Ready? Okay. Oh, my eye is itchy, y'all. Hold on. Y'all ever have that like feel good eye itch? All right. So let's get started. First, let me show you what it looks like. This is essentially what it looks like when it comes. Ooh. It's very, very soft. It literally feels like a sweater. And it has all these different textures. You see like the design. And that's essentially what we wanted. We wanted to continue with the textured look that we have. So moving it around, there, you see that? And we were originally considering either getting, they do have a navy blue, but here's the thing with the color and with furniture, like I didn't know what kind of navy blue it would look like because there are different hues, and so it all depends. And also I didn't want to necessarily do the blue in front of the blue. I didn't think that was gonna look good. So the other thing I was thinking about is potentially white, but I'm like, okay, you know what? We already have a white carpet, a white rug here. Do I really want the white on white? I felt like I needed a color to kind of break it all up. And so we do have the hanging shelf, which if you haven't seen, y'all, if you guys have not seen the video where we put all of this together ourselves, okay? We created this wall ourselves. We have floating shelves, which I'll show you guys later on. But anyways, the floating shelves are black. So then I thought, okay, you know what? I think black will go because it'll ultimately tie into the floating shelves that we have, and then just kind of other areas. The other thing I was thinking too is perhaps maybe a gray, because the seat that the chair that I have is gray, and it's a pretty good like gaming chair. It's meant for just sitting there for hours and hours, which is what I used to do back when I was in public accounting, but I no longer do. But I ended up just wanting, because again, the gray, like when it's different colors, what kind of gray, what kind of hue and whatnot. Whereas like black was just going to be simple. All right, let me get started on this. So all you have to do is flip this over. It's flipped over. Honestly, I don't even really need to put it like on its back. Right now it's kind of like on its side. Basically what you're going to do, and there's a lot going on here. We have a couple accent pillows that we're trying and to see if it matches. Don't mind this mess next to me. So let me move this kind of away. You're going to take this leg, and this leg ultimately, you see how like it curves this way? So this is going to, and there are 3 holes. There's 1 hole right here, 1 hole right here, and 1 hole right here. So this is going to go this way, and there are 3 holes here. 1, 2, 3. And this is ultimately where the leg is going to go. And then you have the second leg on the other side. It's going to go this way. So essentially that's all you really need to do. Now what I like to do is put in the screws for each area. And then, oops, that's gonna happen. So I like to kind of use my hands to put in the screws, like just tighten it up a little bit, just with your hands, just so that it can kind of stay in place. You don't have to go hard and put, you know, tighten it all the way in. You just want to make sure. The reason I like to do this is, let's say for example, I start with one screw up there and I end up tightening it all the way. And also they give you this, so this is what you're ultimately going to use to tighten it. Let's say I end up actually putting in the screw in there and then ending up like tightening it all the way. What I don't want to do is try to struggle to find where the openings are in these other holes, because I would have essentially tightened this flat to the chair. So that's why I like to, at least while it's a little bit loose, find where the holes are and kind of set it up this way. And you can see it's by itself right now, and I have it kind of you know, tighten only by really turning it. And this is all real time, so it's super fast and super easy to do. The corners, because you have this in your way, you're gonna want to use this end, the long end, and you're going to want to turn it like this way, like turn it clockwise. Now you have the middle one, which is my favorite because I get to use this end of it. I don't know if you guys see, but like I get to use the short end, and with the short end I can easily just turn it this way. Like I have more lee room with this levy, and just to turn it, you know, again, all the way. Like that. Okay, so that's pretty tight. Now you have the last one. I always find the last one to be a little bit harder because everything else is pretty much tightened, so there's less wiggle room here. Honestly, I hate how sharp these corners, like I hate turning it with the small piece. Like it just requires so many turns. All right, perfect, done. Literally, that's how quickly I was able to put the legs. So I'm gonna do the other side and show you guys what the ending looks like. So I am done. I did both legs, as you can see down here below. So I'm done. Let's put this up. This is basically what it looks like. It's super comfortable. The one thing that I would say is I'm a big fan of couches that have higher backs. And I know, like, especially on, you know, where I ordered this from, there are a ton of different couches and chairs and whatnot that don't have high backs. That's the only thing that I would say is, like, I like and I do prefer like the higher backs, but it's not awfully horrible. Like, I think the cushion kind of goes deep enough to still give you, you know, a sense of comfort. Perhaps this is good because then it helps you work on your own posture. But essentially, it's pretty comfortable. Like, I can sit here, you know, cross my legs. I can sit and just actually put my legs fully up if I wanted to. and lounge, but it doesn't really allow you to kind of sit back like this, because at this point your back is a little bit hanging off. There are other options. Obviously, you can get a pillow to put back here, which we are going to get accent pillows, and I'll show you the ones that we're testing out so that you guys can choose and let us know which one we should choose. But essentially, this is what it's looking like.
You are